if you don't want to get married, at least have kids. Did you know that it's very hard for Filipina to say sorry, but it's very easy to say I love you? These are the few examples that might be hard for a Filipina to say. So number one is it's very hard for Filipina to say no, especially for family or elderly. Actually, saying no can be seen as disrespectful or rebellious in Filipino culture because we have this strong respect for the authority. And sometimes if you don't say yes to a request or a favor, it could be seen as you are ungrateful. And sometimes it could be interpreted as you being rude, even if the request is unreasonable or the Filipino is overburdened. The next one is, I'm not okay. So for Filipinos, we are often taught to maintain positive, happy demeanor. So you can always see a lot of Filipinos being happy, they're always smiling, but at the back of it, you don't know that they also have a problem. Expressing vulnerability or admitting that you're not okay can be seen or as a sign of weakness. It can be challenging to openly admit that you are emotionally or mentally struggling. So the next one is I need space. So the reason why it's very hard for Filipina or Filipinos in general, it's because of the culture of togetherness and close-knit family structures. So you always have to keep in touch to everyone. The idea of solitude may feel like rejection of family or loved ones. For example, you want to spend time, you want to focus on your personal goals, or you want to recharge. Sometimes it can be misunderstood as neglect or disinterest in family. The next one is I don't want to get married. And marriage is highly valued in Filipino culture. And it's often seen as major goal for women. Rejecting this societal expectation can be met with judgment or disappointment, especially from family members who may view it as defying traditional norms. So for example, if a Filipina chooses not to marry, it can cause tension with the family, especially those family members, they may view it as an unacceptable choice. The next one is I don't want to have kids. So the expectation of motherhood is deeply ingrained in Filipino culture. And the idea of having children is often seen as a fundamental part of being a woman. And declining to have children or expressing doubt about it can be controversial or misunderstood. So, for example, you tell them that you don't want to have kids, it can provoke disappointment or confusion. And sometimes they may pressure you to conform to the traditional expectations. And also in the Philippines, it's okay to at least have kids. If you don't want to get married, that's how it works there. I don't want to go to church. So Catholicism plays a central role in Filipino society, and there's an expectation to participate in religious activities and to live according to religious principles. So a Filipina may feel pressured to attend mass or participate in religious holidays or activities because if you don't attend, for example, for personal reasons, it can be met with criticisms or concern. I'm depressed. So admitting to mental health issues can be met with judgment in the Philippines. So that's why many Filipinas might feel ashamed or hesitant to say that they are having mental mental health challenges because due to fear of being perceived as weak or overly sensitive. Next one is I need a break. And to tell you honestly, I've never heard a Filipina who tells her family that she needs a break just because she was overwhelmed by their duties. Because it can be seen as selfish or neglectful. And we are always expected to be available to help, to care for others, or fulfill our responsibilities. And then the next one is I'm leaving the Philippines. And leaving home, even for better opportunities, can be emotionally difficult because it often means leaving behind family members. And we are expected to become always close. So this one is also tough personally for me when I decided to work here abroad. Yeah, I remember I didn't even tell them when I was applying and when I already got my visa. Yeah, it's very hard for us to say I'm leaving to work abroad or to live abroad. What about you, fam? Which of these are hard for you to say? Mine would be I need. And that's it for today's video, fam. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have a moment, I love reading your comments, and it means a lot to me that you're there watching at the end of this video. Have a great day. Bye bye.